and I just took my tablet, and it's pretty bad, but you got all of her actual words though.
Nice.
So,
Well, that's what I thought about. I was like, if I can't get this to
but
work.
she wanted to use FaceTime.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was like, if I can't get this to work, I'm just going to record it on my phone. But the thing is, then I'm supposed to, like, either send the audio or the video to Beecher. And I'm like, there's no way my phone can hold all that and send it. So let's see. All right, well, thank you so much for meeting with me. I was really excited about this because I've been meaning to, like, ask you about your job for a while. And then Beecher was like, hey, you can talk to someone in the industry for an assignment. I was like, this is perfect. So let's see. Let me get my little questions up here.
Beecher's like one of my best friends.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. And so, yeah, it's just super cool. So now you do theater and film, right?
Do what?
You do theater and film, right?
Oh, yes, I do theater and film.
Okay, cool. And you do...
I'm actually new to theater, though.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, cool. So, and you do...
Like, that was... Sorry, it's lag.
Yeah. So now you do... what all do you do? So you do you do set and costume design and makeup? Is that right?
Yeah, so I actually, and it's something that's probably damaging to my career a little bit, but I do makeup, I do hair. I went to cosmetology school after high school.
Okay.
And then I do scene and set, and I do props. So I'm a little all over the place, which right now I'm in a place where I'm having to try to hone in on one a little bit more, but I probably won't ever completely dedicate to one. So,
yeah. Okay.
And I love costumes. Didn't mention that, but yeah.
You love what?
So cosplay is my background. Yeah. Costumes probably. So that's how I got into that. And I was in the convention circuits for a really long time, and then I started working those, and then I started working with celebrities and like just like management and stuff like that. And I'm a little all over the place.
That's really cool though. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning right now more towards like art department side, which we don't have a lot of classes for, like in the cinema department. So but yeah, that's super cool. So what would you say is the best thing about your job, about the stuff that you've done?
It's all different. It's always different.
Yeah.
And it gives you a lot of room to grow. And I'm definitely a person that when somebody commissions me to build something, that I will say yes, even if I don't know how to make it. And but the thing is if you're gonna say like that you can do stuff, then you have to put the time and the research in behind building things. And I spend a lot of time like messing up and having to throw stuff away and stuff like that. But so I think that for me, like that's what I get really excited about, is just having to jump into projects that are all over the place, like working on Sensibility and a horror movie, like I guess the stuff I just like, the projects that I just lost, and then finding ways to make modern stuff look like it has a cool design element to it. So yeah, that's probably my favorite part, is just how broad, and I love to learn about everything, and so I get to learn about everything doing stuff like that.
Cool. And then what's the worst thing?
Honestly, right now, well, I am a single parent, and so it's really hard for me to take good jobs because sometimes I need to be able to travel, or I've gotten offered some really cool, weird jobs that I haven't been able to take just because of childcare.
Yeah.
So it's just the hours. I think that's definitely the worst part. And the travel, and I guess just circumstance, but I I'm grateful for like the professors at Lee for like giving me abilities to still work and be with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is not huge outside of that.
Yeah. Okay. So now you said you went to cosmetology school, right? Did you do, and since you do all the other stuff, have you gone to any other like types of school for the other stuff that you do?
So I just went to cosmetology, and that one, and now I'm at at Lee studying theater. But I do try to take like anytime there's like panels and classes, and a lot of the conventions have like cosplay tutorials, and you can find them and they'll show you how to make stuff or
Okay, cool.
really weird things like sword fighting. And,
Nice.
so anytime I have an opportunity to learn something new,
Mm-hmm.
I try to take it
Okay.
because being all over the place, I have to learn about things. And I also teach fitness classes, and that helps me a lot with how props and costumes need to move and stuff like that. So I just try to take in whatever I can.
Okay, cool. And then, so like, how did you originally get started and start getting jobs and stuff in this line?
Oh, well, it is funny that you're interviewing me for Beecher's class. So I was a stay-at-home mom for a little while, and my ex-husband was in the Coast Guard. And me and Beecher went to this mega church, and Beecher was in charge of the production, and so between him and the children's pastor, they would commission me to help build things for stage and help build costumes for the kids department. And like one time we built a giant Rubik's Cube and some giant presents, and I've done like some Star Wars characters, and I actually made a modest Black Widow costume for Beecher's wife, April.
Nice.
And so I just started taking commissions from that. And then when I ended up moving back to Cleveland, and Beecher, he was telling me about Fisher's movie, Lawn. And it was before I had decided to go back to school. And Fisher pretty much just gave me the whole film to work on. And I'll just, a funny story. I went onto set the first day, and I think it was Lauren Kahn asked me if for an apple, and I brought her the fruit, like the actual fruit, the apple, because I didn't know what apples are. So embarrassing myself has taught me a lot. But we also used to do little cameo videos for the church too, a little bit, and that was always a super small crew. So yeah, I think having people like it, and it's just funny that this is for his class, but people like Beecher who like encourage you, and like he's never made me feel like because I lacked skill set on a film set that I was less of an artist. And that's always just kind of pushed me to keep going forward.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. That's one of like the terrifying things of like being a cinema major and getting thrown on set for the first time. And like the stuff that I've directed, you have all these people and you're in charge and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you just kind of go with it. So